Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, YGee Smooth, welcoming on the program's special invite. I invited him on here because I did an event at Foster Elementary a couple of weeks ago called Donuts with Dads, and he got up to speak to the fathers who were present and just telling his story and what he's doing in these streets, and just listening to him talk, saying how he was a knucklehead and then, turned his life around and doing some great things in the hood. And I was like, yo, I have got to have you on Access Houston, because I feel as if black men, we need to see other examples of, okay, this is how it was, and this is how I was, and I made a change, and now I'm doing positive, and things are great. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. LaMarr Williams, BKA YGee, in the building.
How y'all doing?
Founder of Foster PTSA, which is a dad's program, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yes, definitely.
I appreciate you coming up here, man. First of all, I was really surprised that the teachers and the administrators there for the Donuts with Dad said that the men showed up 3 times more than the mamas did.
Yes.
That was wild to me, bro.
Yeah.
Because normally it's the other way around.
It's the other way around, exactly. I think that it's I think a lot of the reason why it's that way is because we've been doing the Dads and Donuts for quite a little bit now. I've been a part of the organization for going on about 3 years now. And the moms thing, they just kind of started getting it going this year. I believe that the more that they do it, I believe that we'll be able to get more mother involvement. But we also look at the area in which the school is in. It's one of the city's known poverty areas. A lot of the parent involvement is really low. So the moms, they call it moms and muffins, to kind of offset from the dads and donuts.
Right.
I think that the more that they do that and implement other things, I think we'll be able to get more mother involvement. They actually have moms and muffins coming up on next week, I believe. Okay. So we're looking to see a few more numbers than what we did on last month. So
that's what's up. Well, let's talk about Fathers PTSA, this dad's program that you started this.
Actually, no, the school has been trying to get a PTA for about probably 2 years now. On last year, we started the process. Myself, Ms. Giles, and some of the other administrators all got together, and we were trying to find a way to get a PTA or a PTO on campus, because that's something that Foster has lacked. And last year, we kind of got a late start, so we weren't able to meet the deadline. And then once we got everything together, we had to wait on the PTA committee to actually come, sit down with us, talk to us, go ahead, get the officers and everything in place, because we have to have that in order to actually have a functioning PTA. So what we did on this year, we got it early. We had them come out. They sat down with us. We got everything ironed out, got the officers in place. And what we did was, instead of making it just a PTA, we did the PTSA, which is the Parent Teacher Student Association. Okay. We want to have the kids to have a voice as well. We want them to know what's going on and want them to have a say-so in what goes on at their school. So basically, by implementing the PTSA, that gives the children a voice as well. Okay. And it's not where, the grown folks are controlling everything, because, the kids these days, that's how they feel. Well, grown folks control everything. We don't have a say.
We ain't got no say. Yeah.
Exactly.
Rightfully so. I mean, I felt like that growing up too. When decisions was being made. Well, wait a minute. Like, I know I'm a child, but it's my life too.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, wait. You listen to Access Houston, talking to LaMarr Williams, better known as YGee. Donuts with Dad at Foster Elementary. It was amazing, and you said something that really just stood out. Like, you basically just telling your story.
Yeah.
So the other fellas can relate. If you don't mind sharing with the rest of H-Town
I came up in a single parent home. My mom worked hard to raise 3 of us. Me being the baby, I was the one that chose to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. I got into the streets probably around 12 years old. Started gang banging and, doing any and everything I thought I was bad enough to do, so to speak. Started selling drugs. I think my mom didn't actually find out until I was literally a grown man that this was the life that I had been living.
And you started selling that?
I started selling roughly probably around 13 or 14.
Okay.
I did other little things.
Almost half your life.
Half my life.
You were slanging.
Yeah.
And mama didn't know.
And it was crazy because, it started out a nickel bag of weed, different stuff, And then as I got older, I started to dabble into other things. I got into selling crack, cocaine, and it was like, the money was so good, and it was like, fast. Okay, man, it's quick. I don't got to pay taxes on it and all these things.
All
so
that, right.
it allowed me to live a way that I couldn't if I was working a 9 to 5, and I think that's what really appealed to me about it. I don't think that it was so much the hustle. It was more so the life that it provided. Mm-hmm. And up until a few years ago, I got into a situation where it really made me change my ways. I had been, dibbling and dabbling in and out of the church, since I was like, first time I went to church on my own, I think I was probably about 15, maybe a little younger than that. I stayed over in the Sunnyside area, and there was an old lady that lived across from us. Her name was Miss Lowe. Mm-hmm. And she saw that I was getting into a lot of stuff, so she invited me to come, and I went with her. And I think that was the first time I'd experienced God in a different way. Going on in life, still doing me, I don't think I really got to a place where I really started believing in God until I was like 19. I dibbed and dabbed in and out of the church from 19 to probably, I want to say 23 or 24 years old.
Still selling.
Still hustling and being the bad guy.
Right. There's a balance.
Yeah, there definitely was a balance. I think that after I turned 24, I think I got a little serious about, trying to live right. And I think that was probably because there was a young lady in my life whose family was real church-like people. Okay. They believed in that. You got to be right, And that marked the beginning of a change in my life. I still kind of, like I said, I still played the streets a little bit. I didn't want to fully let go. Mm-hmm. That's really what it boiled down to. I didn't want to fully let go. But as years went on, I got back out there, man. I think I'd gotten out there so bad to the point where at one point I didn't think that I would ever be able to get away. 2017, I believe it was in November, late November, I was at a drug house where I, had set up shop, and some guys came over and shot up the place looking for a friend of mine. And I got shot along with 2 other guys. And at that point, that was the main thing that marked, okay, you know what? It's time to do something different. And early 2018, man, I caught a drug charge. And at that point, it was like, okay, you know what? It's time to quit. I went all my life never getting in trouble, never getting caught up, and I've done a lot. And for me to be at this place, all of a sudden, I knew at that point God was telling me, you know what? Let it go. So I left everything alone, cold turkey. And a lot of people would be like, well, nah, you can't do that. Yeah, it's possible. Even in the process of doing that, man, I found myself I find myself giving back a lot. I do things in the neighborhood. Like I could wake up on a Saturday morning and just be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna pull the grill out. We're gonna get some jump houses out here, man. We're gonna let these kids play. I would get hundreds of water balloons, and I have guys that just live around the neighborhood, man, and they come and they'll help me. We blow up water balloons. We'll have the jump houses, and we'll barbecue, have music out there, man, and everybody would just come out and just have fun and eat, and I never looked for anybody to, give me anything or, give me credit for anything. It's just I love to do, and I think for me, it made me feel better to be able to give something back than to take away, because a lot of times when we do the things that we do, man, sell drugs, stuff like that, we don't realize that we're taking from our community. We're taking from our people. We don't, all we see is the money.
The money and the hustle. And I'm providing for mine.
Yeah, and that's all we see.
Even if I am kind of destroying my own.
Exactly.
I'm looking out for me.
And it's sad, but, that's the mind frame that we have. And until something dramatic happens, my 13-year-old daughter had told me that she was scared that, I would die out here. And that
had to hit you.
That hit me in a place where, man, I don't think I ever knew existed, and that gave me everything that I needed to say, hey, you know what? Leave it alone. And ever since then, man, I've watched my life go from looking over my shoulders, stressing and wondering if somebody gonna try to jack me or rob me. I have so much peace, and I don't have to worry about these things anymore. Looking over my shoulder, running from police, like that's not living, man.
Right.
That's not life.
Yeah.
And anybody out there that thinks that that's living, man, it's time for a reality check.
Bruh. This is why I wanted you on, because I knew you was going to speak to exactly what you spoke on, man.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, that's all the time that we got. I wish I had some more time, bro. I could have you on this whole 24-minute segment. But shout out your social media to everybody, so everybody out there can follow my man doing that. I had dubbed him Houston's neighborhood nip, because when he was telling me that, he'd break out the grill, get the bounce houses, all of that, just everything that he's doing, giving back to the community selflessly. That's why I had you on here. So where can we follow you, G?
Man, I'm on Facebook, LaMarr Williams. I'm on Instagram at Hogties, Hogties 5200. Those are only two social media platforms I'm really on. But man, you can find me pretty much anywhere in the city of Houston, man. I'm always out. I'm always doing something.
Yeah, over there. Where you be at?
I'm over in the south. I'm between Sunnyside all the way to 3rd Ward.
Yeah.
So anywhere in between there, you can catch up with me.
Where you can find. Hey, YGee, man, I want to encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing, bro.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you've already started the process, but get that nonprofit going, bro, and keep on doing it. Like, more things coming on. If you got something that's going on,
yes, sir,
that you're going to play in the community, just hit me up. We get you back on here or get it on social or somehow. Definitely. Because, this is why I'm here, I feel like, and this is what I use this platform for. Yeah. So, for real, bro, like, dead ass.
Definitely.
Hit me up. Let me know we get the word out there, because I love what you're doing out here. We need more YGs in H-Town, and we got some, but we need some more though.
And the thing is, it's so many of us out there, man, and we do things silently. So
that's how you know it's real.
Yeah, and because it's not for to get credit or to get accolades. This is the heart that we have. So this is what we do. And
that's what I felt. Because listen, energy don't lie. Let me tell you something. Trust the vibes you get. Energy don't lie. I knew this man was pure and real with his, and that's why he's here now. And so we're going to continue to support. So, man, thank you for coming on.
Yes, Dick, thank you for having me.
No doubt. And thank you for listening to Access Houston. Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcome in the studio this morning. We got BGM in here. That's Black Girl Magic. Yes. Oh, okay, all right. Y'all caught on. They are the co-founders of Great Women Create Great Girls. Give it up for the lovely Jayla, Celestine, and Paige Carter. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Who was it that hit me up on Instagram? Who sent me that message on IG? That was you. How did you hear about the show?
Through my mom.
Yeah.
And I also used to listen to it too.
Yeah.
On the way to church.
Oh, well, thank you for listening. So tell us about A Great Women Create Girls. That's an amazing title. So tell us about the organization and the mission and what you all are trying to do here.
Our mission is to get girls interested into sports because once they hit 8th grade, they tend to drop out. And we wanted them to get in it. So great women create great girls. So if we have good mentors, then we'll have great mentees, which is the girls.
I'm so glad that you mentioned sports because I don't think sports gets the credit that it deserves when it comes to character building. So what do you all play?
I play volleyball and I do field events. And I'm starting to play basketball.
Okay, nice.
I play volleyball. I'm in swimming, field, and then I'm starting to play basketball too.
Nice. So can you tell me and everybody listening, like what you have learned from playing sports? Like what has sports taught you in life and how to deal in life?
Sports taught me like teamwork, how to control my anger and everything. And it helps me keep my grades up and stay out of trouble. Yeah. And it's fun because you're around a lot of people.
Yeah. How about you, Jayla?
Sports has taught me sisterhood. It's taught me how to work with people. And it's something that I do to keep my mind off of things and to keep my grades up.
That's what's up. So y'all just y'all did something that was pretty cool back in December. You were selected by Nike as semifinalists for your idea for the Houston Rockets. Tell us about that whole contest. How did that go down? What happened?
So basically one day my mom asked me, she was like, do you think you and Paige would be interested for this opportunity to work with Nike to get girls back interested into sports? And I was like, sure. And I was like, I'll ask Paige. And I did.
Uh-huh. And what was the experience like? Like, what did you all have to do? What was the contest?
It was fun. I mean, like, we had to figure out a way to get girls into sports, like what would help them and why they drop out. We had to draw a picture and submit it to Nike, and then they picked us.
Oh, nice. So how far? So far, how has the campaign been going? Are other girls in school like looking at you all and saying, yeah, let me get in some sports so I won't get into trouble and end up another statistic? Yeah, for the most part.
I just want to add, Paige mentioned that they were selected by Nike. Mm-hmm. So they were not only just selected by Nike, they were selected out of over thousands of applicants. So it wasn't like 2 or 3 applicants. Nike selected about 6 of the applicants that submitted applications. And so it was over 1,000 teams. And so their idea was just that great.
And I know you just heard this voice. Introduce yourself.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm Danielle Turner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Jayla's mom, but they came up with a very great idea, and Nike and the Houston Rockets thought that they were so special that they selected them to represent the team. So I thought that was great.
And as a mother, how proud of you are? How proud are you of Jayla and Paige?
I am actually very proud of both of the young ladies because I met Paige in 6th grade when Jayla and Paige played volleyball together in 7th grade. And as a parent, we want to see our kids succeed. We want to see our kids do well. And so for them to come up with an idea, pitch the idea, and get recognized for it, it makes me feel like, okay, we must be doing something right as parents. And both of us are primary parents to our kids. And so it really makes me feel good to know that in a world where we have to be women working and be parents first, that we can get girls that are recognized to this level. And it's awesome.
Indeed. You're listening to Access Houston, talking to Paige Carter, Jayla, Celestine, and Danielle Turner, who is Jayla's mom. And Paige's mom is here as well. Your name?
Cantrell Carter.
Cantrell Carter is in the building as well. So thank you all for coming on. Let's talk. You go ahead, pull it up. Talk talk about how proud you are of Paige.
I'm extremely proud of Paige. Paige has came a long way from where we began, and just to see the attitude change somewhat is amazing, and to know that she knows that she can make that change, so she want to inflict that change on someone else.
Yeah.
So I'm amazed that just the ideas that she even tell me, and I think it's gonna go bigger and beyond Houston, and that's what I'm hoping for, because both of these girls are amazing. They're smart, they're intelligent, and just their will power to want to pick it up says a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely proud of the both of them.
And it seems as if the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, having y'all right there in their corners, encouraging them and letting them be themselves. So, girls, what is it that you hope that other girls will get out of this movement that you all have started?
That playing sports is really fun, and it helps you take your mind off of things. Like, if you're grieving about something like a death in the family, it'll take your mind off of it. It's not just something to do to stay active. It keeps your mind off of things. It keeps you focused, and it can send you in the right route for your life.
And it also teaches you teamwork, and you have a sisterly bond that you can have with kids. Like, it's fun.
That's what's up. All right. So since y'all playing all these sports, who's some of your favorite athletes?
Simone Manuel,
Okay.
the swimmer, and Katie Ledecky.
Okay.
I'd have to say I don't watch a lot of volleyball, but I do watch a lot of basketball and football. My favorite football player is Drew Brees.
Okay.
And my favorite basketball player.
Poor Saints. They did the Saints dirty during the playoffs.
Yeah,
by the way, like that was. I was just like, come on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know.
And my favorite basketball player is House Jr. on the Rockets.
Okay. Nice. Ooh. Yeah. How many Rockets games you been to?
One. I went to my first one, I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. How was that?
It was really fun.
Paige, were you there as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was fun.
Yeah. Where
got
were
to
y'all
see-
sitting? Y'all had good seats.
Really good
Yes.
seats.
Yeah. That is what's up. So tell us where they can follow y'all if y'all have social media. Mom, these girls, y'all got social media?
Yes, they do.
Okay. For the organization or your personals, like shout it out so the people can get more information and follow y'all and learn more about great women create great girls.
Our Instagram is Great Women Create Great Girls.
And our Twitter is Great Women Create One.
Great Women Create One. That's the Twitter. And that's GRT, right?
Mm-hmm.
GRT Women Create One. That's the Twitter. And then full out Great Women Create Great Girls on Instagram. All right, cool. And then, I see you got a GoFundMe. What's the GoFundMe about?
To raise our money for the organization, like to
Okay.
help us get equipment and everything.
And okay, so these girls starting, this is amazing. This is amazing. You all are going to be so successful. I can't wait to see y'all next year, and then the year after that to see where y'all are. Because like y'all are going to take this somewhere big, and to be so young, like this is inspiring. Like for real, to grown people, this is inspiring. So I want y'all to keep it up, man. And if whatever you got going on, open invitation. Come on, we'll shout out your event. Get y'all in front of the people once again. So, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
That's a bet. Jayla, Celestine, Paige Carter, great women create great girls. Thank you to the mothers, Danielle and Cantrell. I appreciate y'all coming on the program.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah. Anything else? Any last words, moms? Y'all want to say anything? Got anything?
I just want to piggyback off of what Paige said. The GoFundMe was created so that the girls could actually start to fund their program. They both said that they wanted to offer their participants shirts, bracelets, bags, writing utensils, because the idea is to get the mentor to teach the child, teach the mentee from A to Z. So that requires some things. So the GoFundMe is actually to help raise those funds so that the girls could do that. As parents, we have put in sacrifice, long hours, money, time, and because this is a program that's going to help the community and benefit the community, these girls are looking for the sky, and so whomever see and can see their vision, we would love to have them on board and to help us.
Indeed. So H-Town, do your part. Y'all know how we do, because we support our own, and especially support these young queens making it happen. Yeah.
And I also wanted to add that we are actually looking for girls probably between the ages of 11 and 14, because that's typically the age where they kind of branch off into boys and all of that. So even around Houston, if once you go onto their Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, fill out the survey so we can please connect you to the right mentor. So you will have that stability, you'll have that strength, you'll have someone who knows. And as far as the mentors, we're encouraging women, strong women with a sports background. That can kind of give them the fundamentals of the sport.
Makes all the sense.
So we can kind of get them back into the sports.
Okay, and then one more time, give the GoFundMe.
The GoFundMe is www.gofundme.com/F/Great Women Create Great Girls.
Indeed. And then follow them on social, Instagram, Great Women Create Great Girls, and Twitter, Great Women Create 1. And then the Facebook is the same as well. Yes. Great Women Create Great Girls. Ladies, man, this is great. So y'all gonna come back on, promise?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. They said it publicly on the record.
Yes, they did.
All right. Thank you, Jalyla Paige, Cantrell, and Danielle. I appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.